Hello, Aquarius. This is Veritas Malefica with a general reading for your sign for the super full moon in Pisces, which also happens to be the first lunar eclipse of eclipse season. This has been a rather difficult set of readings for me to get out. The energy is a little bit intense, and I haven't been able to do the reading until today. So this is happening on the day of the full moon and will be posted on the day of the full moon, the 17th or 18th, depending where you are, September 2024. I'm going to go ahead and dive right in. Aquarius, I'm getting a weird energy, which, wow. That is not uncharacteristic of you Aquarians. It's hard to describe. It's like jittery, but also calm at the same time, and kind of like a resigned, like, well, all right, I guess I knew that was coming sort of vibe. Let's get into it. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what that feels like, those cards so far. Okay, and we have death in reverse stuck in the deck. Straight up. All right. So there's something you're not wanting to let go of or release. It's very sticky. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Uh, let's see. King of Wands, Queen of Swords in reverse, Five of Pentacles sideways, and the Nine of Wands. A lot of burdens, a lot of overthinking, and okay, it's either somebody's really cut you down or made you into the character who's wanting to cut people down. And I feel like you are not releasing that. There's something you need to let go of, and it's almost like affecting your health, where it's like affecting your anxiety, affecting your peace of mind. I feel like it might be a person who's trying to be overly controlling of your situation. Um, it's very like hidden, like something is coming to light out of like, oh shit, like, and you knew it was coming, but you weren't listening to yourself. You were not listening to the cues that you got, and you're holding on to something because it's comfortable, but now it's no longer comfortable. You've held on to it to a point past where you're supposed to, because it was supposed to transmute into something else. You overthought it, you kept it around, and it's turned you into like this negative character that is not going to be able to move forward with things and create things in a healthy, harmonious way if you continue to hold on to these burdens. It's going to impact you in some way, in a physical sense, whether that be your health, like physical health, or your mental health, spiritual health. It may also impact you financially. So I would like cut your losses without even having to flip any more cards, because this will like grow into something that is bigger if you don't release. It's like holding on to, like, once something dies, it's not going to get any better from there. So let's see what we've got. That's face down. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Cups sideways. Yeah, you're literally impeding your own progress in every single way possible. Uh, yeah, if you want to have all your hopes and dreams slowly smashed and taken away from you, keep it up. Keep staying stubborn, keep staying attached to this thing. But we're getting into the name of this channel now, Veritas Malefica, is I'm giving you the truth. I'm not going to like sugarcoat what the cards are saying, because this is really important information for you to absorb so that you can change the course that you're on and make it into something better. Okay? Whatever you're holding on to, remove it. And I love that these are sideways too, because this is not like, you still have the decision. I'm reading this as more future energy. But the decisions you're making right now are leading you to maybe not so good stuff. But if you change your mind on things, these can come out how they need to come out, and shift the Queen of Pentacles to be in a position of power. So let's get a little bit more. All right, that's all they're going to give me right now. And this one on the side. You have the potential. You have the potential to soften into the situation and to make it a little bit happier, a little bit more balanced. But I do think it has a lot to do with you being able to release. Two of Cups in reverse, Hermit in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Okay. Listen to the divine guidance because you're closed off to it right now. And that is what's causing you to be so harsh. That's what's causing you all of these conflicts in your personal life. It's you're holding on to a relationship or a connection or some type of emotional tie with somebody that is very nostalgic in some way. Like it feels safe, it feels comfortable because it's what's always been. But it's dead and done and over with. And if you don't let it go, really bad things are going to happen. You're refusing to see the higher guidance and listen to the higher guidance and listen to your inner self and listen to the universe's suggestion. And that's keeping you stuck in a pattern that you're the person who's keeping yourself stuck there. Yeah, this was a false start. This was a false start. And unfortunately, there's like a lot of emotion tied up in it. I think it's because it's like a connection with somebody you've known for a long time. Maybe it changed and formed into like, okay, this is a friend or childhood person that's always been in my life. And we took it to the next level or something developed with it. And so you thought because you had that long-term connection that that would continue to grow. But unfortunately, it's time to move on. You had the wrong idea. And that's okay to have the wrong idea. Things are allowed to change. But let's see if we can get a little bit more read on the future. Let's see. Let's tell me more about this Five of Pentacles and where it really wants to go. It came out again. Okay. I'm reading that this is definitely like and the King of Wands is here again. This is a romantic connection with somebody. I really am getting that vibe that there's a breakup or something that needs to happen and you're very hesitant to let it go. But if you don't let it go, it literally came out sideways again. I asked for clarification. Where does the Five of Pentacles want to go? And it just came out the other direction, but still sideways. So this is a very clear message to me that it's up to you to change your mind. Where do you want your pentacles to go? Do you want this to be, okay, this came out like this, so we're a little bit happier. We realized something, but not all is lost. Or do we want to feel like everything is lost? You choose. And again, card that's very associated with choice, the Lovers. This is about two things combining into one stream. But it's like a choice to combine the two streams. And do they go together? Do they work together? Are they opposite in some way? Is that working or is that causing a problem? I don't see this connection working out. And so I think what needs to happen is you need to turn this around into I'm making a choice instead of I'm going to attack. I'm going to choose myself. Leave the connection alone and move forward and choose. Tell me more about the Nine of Cups. Yeah, the cup was upset. The cup was upset. Your trust was betrayed in a connection that felt very safe. And yeah, you started to create something and you jumped off a cliff without a safety net. But you know what? Just because this didn't work out doesn't mean that other things can. Okay. Always remember what your compass is, what you want. Don't get too lost in the other and in, these past emotions. Yeah, and this is weird for Aquarius because you guys are typically, you steer clear from it. which that may be what the issue is that you are diving too deeply into the emotions when you're not used to working within that parameter. Let's get a bit more on the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. What can we do with this? How is this going to... That's it, just the one. Okay, if it's the Queen of Pentacles, I'm gonna... Okay. Yeah. All right, it's your choice, Aquarius, what you'd like to do. I would recommend some serious introspection and looking at what it is that you want and what it is that you desire, particularly when it comes to emotional connections and when it comes to your own inner emotions. What is it that you want? Because this just looks like complete chaos and like everything's upset, and you're trying to avoid a meltdown. You're trying to avoid everything coming crashing down. But I think the more you avoid this, the more you avoid the conflict, the more you avoid the conversation, the more you avoid the confrontation, the more you avoid your own success. And I'm going to leave it at that for you, Aquarius, because this doesn't feel good. I'm not going to lie. The advice is to let go. Release this, whatever it is, because it's not good for you. It's not good for your health. It's not good for your mind. It's not good for your money. And it's not good for your emotions, obviously. So if you want to keep going down that path and seeing where it gets you, it's your life. By all means, live it. But the advice, and I think what will come to light during this full moon and this eclipse period, moving forward into the following eclipse that we'll be having at the new moon, the advice is to remove that which does not work for you and to see what doesn't work for you and why it doesn't work for you. Tap into that. All right, Aquarius, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you have a restful full moon. Don't overthink it. Just really tap in and look at what's for me and what's not. Release that which is not. Thanks for tuning in, Aquarius. If you liked this reading, please like, share, subscribe, comment. It really helps me out. And I will see you for the next lunation.